Holy Spirit looks through me today. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. Christ asks that He may use my eyes today. Use my eyes today and thus redeem the world. He asks this gift that He may offer peace of mind to me. He asks this gift that He may offer peace of mind to me and take away all terror and all pain. And as they are removed from me, and as they are removed from me, the dreams that seem to settle on the world are gone. Redemption must be won. Oh, redemption must be won. As I am saved, the world is saved with me. For all of us must be redeemed together. Fear appears in many forms, but love is one. Fear appears in many forms, but love is one. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. My Father Christ has asked a gift of me, and one I give that it be given me. Help me to use the eyes of Christ today, and thus allow the Holy Spirit's love to bless all things, to bless all things which I may look upon, that His forgiving love may rest on me. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. Well, I'm Miracle Willie, forgiveness teacher from the Ozarks, here on lesson 295 of A Course in Miracles, workbook for students. We'll read through the manual for teachers today too. And here it's Monday, October the 21st of 2024. And we're reading from the Foundation for Inner Peace version of A Course in Miracles. So let's read through the lesson again. I just sang it, but let's read through it. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. Christ asks that He may use my eyes today and thus redeem the world. He asks this gift that He may offer peace of mind to me and take away all terror and all pain by looking at the world the way Jesus looked at the world, the way I like to think of it. You know, the Christ eyes, seeing everyone as Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. And as they are removed from me, what's removed from me? All pain and terror. And because you're looking through the eyes of Christ, you're seeing a world forgiven. You're following the example that Jesus showed us how to do. So we're doing it now ourselves. And as they are removed from me, the dreams that seem to settle on the world are gone. Redemption must be won. As I am saved, the world is saved with me. For all of us must be redeemed together. Fear appears in many different forms, but love is one. My Father, Christ, has asked a gift of me, and one I give, that it be given me. Help me to use the eyes of Christ today. What a good prayer. Help me to use the eyes of Christ today and to see a forgiven world, and thus allow the Holy Spirit's love to bless all things which I may look upon, that his forgiving love may rest on me. Here you're giving it to the world, but love is one. And what you give is what you're going to receive. Okay, well, let's go back and look at our associated reading, which is what is the real world? And like I said yesterday, you might want to go back and read it again. You may be fine just listening to me read it. But, you know, if you were going to do something on your own, which I think you ought to, you definitely need to do your meditations on your own without me in that sense. I mean, not with the video. I'll be with you just like Jesus is with you. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that when you go into that quiet time, maybe the other part of the day, maybe use this in the morning, maybe in the evening, read through the what is the real world a little slower and contemplatively, and read the lesson again, and then go into your quiet time, or however you'd like to do it. But I mean, you don't have to do that. It's just a suggestion. Follow your inner guidance. Make sure you're feeling your will is free, that you're free to do what you want to do. Just be happy. What is the real world? The real world is a symbol like the rest of what perception offers. Yet it stands for what is opposite to what you made. Your world is seen through eyes of fear and brings the witnesses of terror to your mind. The real world cannot be perceived except through eyes forgiveness blesses. So they see a world where terror is impossible and witnesses to fear cannot be found. The real world holds a counterpart for each unhappy thought reflected in your world, a sure correction for the sights of fear and sounds of battle which your world contains. The real world shows a world seen differently, through quiet eyes and with a mind at peace. Through quiet eyes and with a mind at peace. Nothing but rest is there. There are no cries of pain and sorrow heard, for nothing there remains outside forgiveness. And the sights are gentle. Only happy sights and sounds can reach the mind that has forgiven itself. You're forgiving your brother, maybe it seems like, but that's really forgiving yourself. What need has such a mind for thoughts of death, attack, and murder? What can it perceive surrounding it but safety, love, and joy? What is there it would choose to be condemned, and what is there it would judge against? The world it sees arises from a mind at peace within itself. No danger lurks in anything it sees, for it is kind, and only kindness does it look upon. The real world is the symbol that the dream of sin and guilt is over, and God's Son no longer sleeps. His waking eyes perceive the sure reflection of his Father's love, the certain promise that he is redeemed. The real world signifies the end of time, for its perception makes time purposeless. The Holy Spirit has no need of time when it has served his purpose. Now he waits but that one instant more for God to take his final step, and time has disappeared, taking perception with it as it goes, and leaving but the truth to be itself. That instant is our goal, for it contains the memory of God. And as we look upon a world forgiven, it is he who calls to us and comes to take us home, reminding us of our identity, which our forgiveness has restored to us. Wow, the power of forgiveness. The only thing I want to learn is how to forgive completely and perfectly. That's why I like to share about forgiveness, because you teach it many, many different ways until you finally learn it yourself. Okay, paragraph 2, section 2 in the Manual for Teachers. Who are their pupils? And be sure to do your 2 longer practice periods today, in the morning and in the evening, of as close as time you can before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning. And today tell yourself, the Holy Spirit looks through me today. And then every hour of the day, reinforce that idea by having a pause at the top of every hour if you can. But sometime during the hour, pause and reflect on the idea, the Holy Spirit looks through me today. And give God thanks for something and ask Him for direction. Who are their pupils? Section 2 in the Manual for Teachers. Certain pupils have been assigned to each of God's teachers, and they will begin to look for Him as soon as He has answered the call. They were chosen for Him because the form of the universal curriculum that He will teach is best for them in view of their level of understanding. Catch that? They were chosen for Him because the form of the universal curriculum that He will teach is best for them in view of their level of understanding. His pupils have been waiting for Him, for His coming is certain. Again, it is only a matter of time. Once He has chosen to fulfill His role, they are ready to fulfill theirs. Time waits on His choice, but not on whom He will serve. When He is ready to learn, the opportunities to teach will be provided for Him. Isn't that something? Isn't it nice? God's providing the teacher of God with students so that he can learn. He says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Listen to that. Look at this renditioning of it. When he is ready, when the teacher is ready to learn, the opportunities to teach will be provided for him. That just makes my heart happy. Makes me want to cry almost. In order to understand the teaching-learning plan of salvation, it is necessary to grasp the concept of time that the Course sets forth. Atonement corrects illusions, not truth. Therefore, it corrects what never was. Atonement corrects illusions, not truth. Therefore, it corrects what never was. Further, the plan for this correction was established and completely simultaneously. Let me read that again. Further, the plan for this correction was established and completed simultaneously, for the will of God is entirely apart from time. So is all reality being of Him. The instant the idea of separation entered the mind of God's Son, in that same instant was God's answer given. In time, this happened very long ago. In reality, it never happened at all. In time, it happened very long ago. But in reality, it never happened at all. It was a dream. Paragraph 3. The world of time is the world of illusion. What happened long ago seems to be happening now. Choices made long since appear to be open, yet to be made. What has been learned and understood and long ago passed by is looked upon as a new thought, a fresh idea, a different approach. Because your will is free, you can accept what has already happened at any time you choose. And only then will you realize that it was always there. As the Course emphasizes, you are not free to choose the curriculum or even the form in which you will learn it. You are free, however, to decide when you want to learn it. And as you accept it, it is already learned. Time really then goes backward to an instant so ancient that it is beyond all memory and past even the possibility of remembering. Yet because it is an instant that is relived again and again and still again, it seems to be now. And thus it is that pupil and teacher seem to come together at the present, finding each other as if they had not met before. The pupil comes at the right time to the right place. This is inevitable because he made the right choice in that ancient instant which he now relives. So has the teacher too made an inevitable choice out of an ancient past. God's will is everything. God's will in everything, but seems to take time in the working out. What could delay the power of eternity? And the last paragraph finishes section 5. When pupil and teacher come together, a teaching-learning situation begins, for the teacher is not really the one who does the teaching. God's teacher speaks to any two who join together for learning purposes. God's teacher, the Holy Spirit. The relationship is holy because of the purpose, and God has promised to send His Spirit into any holy relationship. In the teaching-learning situation, each one learns that giving and receiving are the same. The demarcations they have drawn between their roles, their minds, their bodies, their needs, their interests, and all the differences they thought separated them from one another, fade and grow dim and disappear. Those who would learn the same course share one interest and one goal, and thus he who was the learner becomes a teacher of God Himself. For He has made the one decision that gave His teacher to him. He has seen in another person the same interests as his own. Wow, remember we learned that yesterday, that we're to see our same interests in our brothers and sisters as are in our own. And my phone just came up with a little statement saying that it's about ready to die. So while we're talking here, I'm going to see if I can hook up a charger. I hope I don't lose you. If I do, I'll have to redo this because I don't edit these things. Looks like Jed's come up here to sit beside us. So I think I can get it hooked up, and then we're going to go on to what's going on around the world today. But while we're doing that, keep in mind the lesson. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. Okay, looks like I got battery hooked up to it now. All right, the Holy Spirit looks through me today. Okay, well, let's see what's going on. Remember, we're still Sukkut Day of the Jewish Feast of Tabernacles, or Feast of Booths. And I found all these on Drexel University's religious calendar and holidays and observances. Babbling Day. I don't know if that has anything to do with the Tower of Babel, but might want to join some child and just babble with them a little bit, a little infant. I talked to Jed. I'm kind of babble with him. I doubt he understands a lot of my English, but he understands a lot of it. He knows the words stay and come, and he actually knows a lot of hand signs too. I talked to him like he was just had regular ears and understood like English. Okay, and it's what is this? Celebration of the Mind, which is actually Martin Gardner's birthday. He was a math and science whiz, and anyway, he was born on this day in 1914 and died in 2010. Celebration of the Mind. I think celebration of the mind is a Course in Miracles concept. We're celebrating the power of the mind that can make everything that we see. We might as well tune in to love so we can see the real world and not be caught in illusions of a world that's not real but appear real. So we ought to be celebrating the mind for sure. Back to the Future Day. This is the day though the student and the teacher came back to the future in the Back to the Future movie. Apple Day, or Caramel Apple Day, both. The Malus Domestica. I always like, here in the Ozarks, I consider those, what are they called? The Arkansas Black. Those are really good apples for this country, and they keep all winter. They don't need much. If you get a chance to get some, those are good ones to plant. And while we're talking about plants, look at this bamboo, how dry it is. We're having a drought, guys. It's been really dry. Look at how the leaves kind of curl up to conserve water. A lot of them have turned brown, and they'll drop off to conserve water. I don't think they'll die, but they aren't looking real good. We could sure use some rain. Check Your Meds Day. Garbanzo Bean Day. The Cicer Eritinum is the genus and species of the garbanzo bean, also known as chickpeas. It's what we make hummus out of. Hummus. You mix a little. I think the main recipe is cook your garbanzo beans, and then add a little lemon and garlic, and what else do they add to garbanzo? You could probably do it just with that. A little salt, probably, if you need some salt. It's fairly easy to make. Whip it up. You whip your garbanzo beans up, and you've got hummus, really. Let's see. Global Iodine Deficiency Disorder Prevention Day. I guess iodine's a necessary nutrient. They got a whole holiday. Global Iodine Deficiency Disorder Prevention Day. International Adjust Your Chair Day. International Day of the Nacho. Lung Health Day. Multicultural Diversity Day. Respect all forms of sentient life and respect all plant life too, where I look at it. Who knows? The way that the secret life of plants says that they can understand what we're thinking and doing. Anyway, take care of all the diverse parts of ourselves as humans and all the diverse parts of the earth as parts of humans. We're all connected to this place. Clean your virtual desktop day. National Pets for Veterans Day. Pumpkin Cheesecake Day. Of course, pumpkins, that's your Cucurbito pepo is the genus and species of your pumpkin. They ought to be coming on now. You pick your pumpkins. We had our frost, and they're not going to grow anymore now if you had frost. Reptile Awareness Day. And we share those. There's part of the diversity of life. And then out of Seed Savers Exchange, we've got the Bronze Arrowhead Loose Leaf Lettuce. And the Bronze Arrowhead, introduced as Bronze Beauty by Germain Seed Company, awarded the bronze medal at the 1947 All-American selections, hailed as the finest, most colorful, and most delicious leaf lettuce for the home garden. Our favorite oak leaf type, loose leaf, 40 to 50 days. And it's called the Bronze Arrowhead. So in Seed Savers Exchange, you won't find an actual oak. Well, there is a green oak leaf. I was going to say that is an oak leaf type, your Bronze Arrowhead. And here in a day or two, we'll probably get the green oak leaf. Okay, was there anything else I wanted to tell you before we sing our song and close? I guess it's called Mennonite Low German, the word for peace is Vride. So I think that's how you'd pronounce it. Vride be with you. Peace be with you. Okay, well, let's close with our song. Thank you all so much for joining me. And I trust that this is helpful to you. Helps me just by teaching it. Holy Spirit looks through me today. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. Christ asks that He may use my eyes today. Use my eyes today and thus redeem the world. He asks this gift that He may offer peace of mind to me. He asks this gift that He may offer peace of mind to me and take away all terror and all pain. And as they are removed from me, as they are removed from me, the dreams that seem to settle on the world are gone. Redemption must be won, it must be won. one, redemption must be won. As I am saved, the world is saved with me. For all of us must be redeemed together. Fear appears in many different forms, but love is one. Fear appears in many different forms, but love is one. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. My Father Christ has asked a gift of me, and what I give, that it be given, that it be given me. Help me to use the eyes of Christ, use the eyes of Christ today, and thus allow the Holy Spirit's love to bless all things. Bless all things which I may look upon, that His forgiving love may rest on me, that His forgiving love may rest on me. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. Let the Holy Spirit have your eyes today, and look with the eyes of Christ on a forgiven world. And remember, what you give is what you're going to receive. So you forgive that, you give that forgiveness, and the whole world will be looking back at you with innocence. So see, everybody, feel it, be glad, be really feeling, be looking forward to seeing their innocence. The Holy Spirit looks through me today. Vride.